I've had the hiccups for the last 20 or so odd minutes, and I feel like the MIB did it. I've been set up. Like someone dropped some kind of a hiccup-inducing thingy in my ear right before the podcast because I was spreading the truth. Because I'm a truth seeker. They decided to give me the hiccups to stop me, but I won't. I won't be stopped. Episode 324. This is Manny with you. This is UFO Buster Radio News. And we've got a doozy today. A doozy of an audio clip that's almost 8 minutes long. We've been talking about Tyler Glockner from Security Team 10 and how he was MIA for a while and he came back, and then there's the news of him having some, driving under the influence, and then some domestic violence. Well, today I saw a tweet by one of those UFO investigating entities on the Twitters, and they said that Tyler had posted finally a response video. So I decided to go on there and check it out. Well, true form, nothing fancy about it. He pretty much just pulled out his cell phone and recorded a video. Talked about the Tylerverse. Let's just call it the Tylerverse. His perspective on things. I don't even know that this is. I feel sad for him in so many ways. But what's fascinating is that right before the podcast, I decided to go ahead and check and see. Because I said, look, let me just play this for the people who don't go to Security Team 10. Neither do I. But I do go to other outlets in social media, and they're the ones who alert me to this. So I said, you know what? Let me get this audio and play it for the podcast tonight as part of the Monday morning madness. Lo and behold, the audio, not even just the audio, the video was gone. Tyler had removed it from the Security Team 10 podcast, YouTube channel, should I say. But the one thing is when people are trying to see and investigate and research the crumbling of someone like Tyler Glockner, everyone is quickly reposting the video. So, with 2 million followers, dude, you can't hide shit. Zero. I promise you, of those 2 million followers, not all of them are there because they're friendly to you. They're looking to grab content to discredit you. And, and a lot of times it's not that hard, to be honest. There's a lot of people who have channels just built on the fact that he can be discredited because he does a lot of foolish things. But this here was the one. I was like, geez, what is wrong with you? Why would you even delete it? Was it your attorney? And you'll hear about the attorneys in his audio clip. If you haven't heard it yet, you hear about all the allegations. And then you hear about what he says happened to him, which is 4.2 far unbelievable, to be honest. But if you love conspiracies, this is the one that's going to grab you by the nads. I guarantee it. If you haven't followed the podcast yet, follow it on Facebook, UFO Buster Radio Network, and also join the UBR Truth Seekers. It is a group for those that listen to UFO Buster Radio. And if you are someone who is an experiencer, feel free to go in there and share your interviews, books, and so forth, because that's what the members do, and I'm okay with that. I like it. But if you're not into Facebook, go ahead to Twitter, UFO Buster Radio, or Instagram, at Manny Moonraker. And really, that's at Manny Moonraker on Twitter has become the home of Bugs the UFO Hunter, the little fart-filled bundle of joy Boston Terrier that likes to chase down UFOs. That's basically where he likes to drop his pictures, as a matter of fact. Before we get started, let me drop this track on you. I just want to liven the mood because we're going to get into some seriously sad and really mysterious things when we get to old Tyler. So check this out.
First time I saw you, I knew all the time. It was something in the air that night, and in the way you looked at me. I get nervous when you get close and my heart fills up with butterflies, and then you leave me speechless. My world turned upside down.
All right, folks, I want you to just brace yourself for what's about to happen. Quick shout out to Zachariah. He's in the live chat and he says, I haven't played any Willie yet. I play Willie Nelson, which I think that's who he's referring to in my own personal stash. However, Willie is too damn expensive to play on the podcast because they will charge you up in so many ways when it comes to copyright notices. And yeah, I can't afford Willie. And plus, Willie's got to pay for all that weed, so he's gonna charge quite a pretty penny, if you know what I mean. So Zachariah, I'm glad you joined on because it's time right now. It is time to play what we are going to know as the comeback. I don't know. Yeah. Tyler Glockner, he put this video together. He had to take it down, but it summarizes what we've seen in the last few weeks, reported in the media, reported on YouTube, and every single place that follows, whether they like him or hate him, Tyler Glockner and Security Team 10. So brace yourselves. You might want to get yourself a drink and get ready.
Hey guys, Tyler here with Secure Team. It's good to see you. I know many of you have been wondering where I've been, and suffice it to say, it's been a very traumatic and tough past couple of months, and an even worse past couple of weeks. The original reason I stopped posting videos was because I started going across the country to film a new documentary that I've been wanting to work on for years. Then I started getting threats to shut my channel down, to stop what I was doing, to basically cease and desist my truth-seeking, and to stop digging around, as they called it. I denied those requests, and I kept going. And before I knew it, one night, I was sitting in my house. I remember falling asleep, and the next thing I remember is waking up in my car with a police officer outside of it, who then charged me with DUI. Now, if any of you have known me for any number amount of years, and my family will tell you this, I'm not a drug addict, and I certainly do not drink alcohol. I think I've maybe drank a drink of alcohol maybe once every year, and that's usually at New Year's. So immediately I knew I was being set up for something. But I went to jail, I protested my innocence, I was released that same day, and within a week or two, the police here where I am staying got a phone call, an anonymous phone call, that I was beating my girlfriend at the house we're staying at. The police showed up, and like they usually do in domestic violence situations, whether there's evidence or not, they usually take someone to jail, usually the man. My wife protested and said that I hadn't touched her and that nothing had happened. But the police nonetheless put me in handcuffs and took me to jail. I was put under a probation hold with no bail and spent a week in jail being threatened and beaten by guards at the Knox County Jail. I was told to keep my mouth shut if I knew what was good for me. They didn't specifically mention my channel, but I understood what they meant. Now, I know there's been some videos posted showing my mugshot, my charges, and this and that, but I have to tell you, all of you guys right now, this is, if there ever was, a setup. All of you who know me, you know I'm a kind man. I couldn't hurt a fly, let alone a woman or my wife. I'm certainly not a drinker. I don't do drugs. And so, it seems to me that when the threats to shut down my channel failed, that they upped the ante. They put me in jail under false charges, to which I've organized a team of lawyers. But this is really tough. I spent a week in jail. I was beaten by guards. I was told to keep my mouth shut. And this whole thing has been so traumatic, I've had to go on antidepressants because I've been suicidal. Apparently, something I've said or revealed in one of my thousands of videos has upset someone, rubbed someone the wrong way. But I want you guys to know, you know who I am. The 2 million of you who've subscribed to me, and those of you who've been with me from the beginning, know that I'm a good man. I wouldn't hurt a fly. In this past week, having been in jail and just being released, I can tell you that there's something much bigger going on. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to grasp it. My lawyers are doing their best just to try to figure out what's going on, because none of it makes sense. My wife doesn't understand it, because none of it makes sense. I don't understand it. What I can gather from all of this is that these people out there who would want to silence you, they are real. And they have the muscle and the power to silence you. And that's what they've tried to do to me. They've tried, when it didn't work, when they threatened me and told me to stop talking and to shut down my channel, and I said no, that didn't work. So the next step is to arrest you on a bunch of false charges and to ruin your reputation. Have a bunch of people online posting videos of your mugshot and your charges, trying to ruin your reputation. Because if threats don't work, then ruining your reputation is the next step. And I want all of you guys to know that I love you, I appreciate you, I've done nothing wrong. Any of you who know me know that I'm a straight edge guy. I barely take an aspirin when I have a headache, let alone drink or do drugs, and I certainly am not a wife beater. I've been with the same woman for 16 beautiful years, and she will tell you, which I'm planning on posting a video, that I didn't do anything to her, and these charges are trumped up. They're nonsense. They're trying to silence me. So, I wanted to post you guys this video because I literally just got out of jail 2 days ago after being tortured and tormented and beaten for a week straight. I don't know where to go from here. All I know is that I've gotten lawyers, but I'm not going to be silenced. I'm going to continue my work. I'm going to continue posting videos. Jail didn't break me. Beatings didn't break me, and threats won't break me. So I want you to know, you have a friend in Tyler. You have a friend in the Secure Team. I will continue to bring you the news. I will continue to reveal the truth about what's going on. And I just hope that you guys will have my back and not judge when you don't know the full story. Because I can tell you right now, there are things at work here that supersede me and that supersede all of us. Things I've never dealt with. And so that's it. I hope you guys will stick by me and look out for the next video. Have a good night, guys.
There you have it, right from the horse's mouth. Tyler from Secure Team 10. Yeah, there's a part there where I was like, what is he talking about? Where is he going with this? What's going on? Why would he need attorneys if he's already served his damn time? I mean, the bitch got sentenced and put in jail. What the fuck you need attorneys for? You trying to get shit reversed? Come on. Stop the nonsense. I don't understand any of that. And then he says he fell asleep in his home, woke up in the car to a cop pulling him over because he was driving under the influence. How the flying fuck does that happen? Really? And so if he isn't a wife beater, thanks for the noise bugs. Thanks. If he wasn't a wife beater, then where was the wife when he mysteriously was teleported into a moving vehicle that was being followed by the cops? I don't know. This story is so convoluted. It has so many holes in it, and probably why those attorneys who he hired after he got sentenced, because he's not playing with a full fucking deck. It's probably one fucking local attorney, right? Because apparently he was on the road filming a documentary when this happened. It wasn't happening at home. Or was it? Hint, hint, wink, wink. But apparently, though, that little local attorney, Joe Pesci, could not get the two youths saved out of this particular situation. It makes no sense. But again, like I said in the beginning, you can't have 2 million fucking followers and then you can post something like this and then not just live forever on the fucking internet. Yeah, because he deleted that ASAP. And of course I found it later on somebody else's YouTube channel because they feel so much for him so deeply inside that he was being abused by guards and they were using their batons in ways that they were not manufactured for a week or so, maybe 2 weeks of lovemaking to batons. Yeah, I don't know. And then really, why would a guard want to beat up Tyler Glockner? I mean, you saw his picture. Come on. Why would they beat his ass up? To be honest, if he kept a straight face, I'm sure no one would screw with him. But he's probably in a corner somewhere crying or in the showers. Like what's that one movie where the guy just goes into the shower, the crying game, and he's all balled up, crying because he got the baton probing, the real painful one, because there's no give in them batons, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck is going on with that dude. But we'll see. Like I said before, people really love Security Team 10 and all the crazy shit that Tyler comes up with. So this is another one. This really is another Security Team 10 madness. Like, who in the flying fuck? I've seen early on in the history of UFO Buster Radio, I saw a lot of his videos from, I don't know, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. And then I stopped because there was one that had to do with the MIB showing up at his door. And then the MIB was trying to chase him down and, hanging out outside his door, watching him and following him when he would take off on his motorcycle. I couldn't take it anymore. I just had to stop. It was ridiculous. And I even emailed him one time and say, hey, if the MIB showed up at your door because of some video you posted, which video was it? Because in his channel, he kept on saying he was not going to disclose what video it was because he promised the person that he wouldn't, but that he believed that that's why they were there. But never heard back from him. And still, why would you want to shut down? There are much bigger channels across the United States that deal with more credible evidence, more credible stories, more witnesses that people actually hear from. Why would they want to shut down good old Tyler Glockner, who I guess passes out from spiked orange juice? Just straight up orange juice. That hasn't even nothing in it. He probably passed out. His wife probably carried him to the car and threw him in there and put his foot on the gas and called the cops. I don't know. The one thing that the last article regarding the situation did not mention was the domestic violence. The first article that I found, gave all the charges that were levied against him. And the last article where I saw that the judge sentenced him, it did not include anything regarding the domestic charges. So probably those were dropped anyway. So fucking save your money. Who is it you're going after if you weren't charged with any domestic violence? It probably was the other way around. His wife's probably slapping the shit out of him for doing stupid shit and wasting their time filming a documentary, which I bet you now. And honestly, this feels a lot like Greer, right? You know, Greer with the crocodile tears in his last documentary. Always something about Greer in his movies, but he always trumps up some kind of activity, and they all do. We see it in Hollywood all the time. Some kind of negative news. Tyler is trying to sell his documentary. He probably is getting close to the end. He hasn't been on YouTube for not too long, so he's got to get people interested back in the Security Team 10 madness. So why not play the victim role and then release the video, because the video is what the men in black or the guards at the prison did not want you to see. He's perfect. Tyler is perfect. He is the absolutely best comic relief you could ever find in ufology, and he continues to get more and more popular because of it. I just think he needs to shave his eyebrows. Those fucking things are going to walk off on their own and turn to butterflies. That's all I'm saying. I did download a song specifically for Tyler because, hey, why not? There's a song that's called What's Up With You, Bruh? Thanks, Bugs. And it was written and performed by Alien Nova. That's a double probing for you, mister. what's with you, bro? Yeah, that dude is he's jacked up in the head. But the second story for today really has to do something like what good old Tyler Lochner is going through, right? There is this, I don't know, it's like a complete psychosis, right? You are departing from reality in so many fucking ways. It's not even funny. And this is what's happening now, right, with Tyler. He is in such a full psychosis right now. He doesn't know where the fuck he's at. And listen, if you're going to drop in, my thought process is that the reason why Tyler had to drop that video from there is because he made the allegations that he was being booty abused in the prison in Knoxville. So yeah, of course, you can't just drop those beats like that, telling people that you were taken care of without the grease, and not think that there's going to be some issues. So I'm sure someone in that county reached out to the attorney and you better tell him to shut the fuck up, because we got video and he enjoyed every moment of it. Yeah, that's what I get right now. But the next story, again, psychosis. Someone's not playing with a full deck, and it turns out to be a lot of people. I'm just going to be honest with you. Here's another bit of psychosis for you, and it's in the form of Elon Musk. Here's the thing. You're either a pencil neck geek who is trying to survive on YouTube views, or you are a super rich genius who doesn't give two fucks about you seeing any damn more stars in your fucking lifetime, or your kid's lifetime either. He doesn't give a fuck. Elon is like, I'm gonna block the whole fucking sky. He's like the 300 right now. Yeah, he's gonna just like freaking, I'm telling you, this is just crazy. The story says Elon Musk details SpaceX progress on latest Starship spacecraft build and the timeline. So apparently it's going to get really aggressive coming in 2020, and get ready for it. Get ready, because the Starlinks are going to go up. So we're going to see a lot more pictures of Starlinks going across the sky and confusing the shit out of people. I'm telling you, I am going to keep those last two websites that I put up over the last 2 weeks and track when the Starlink is going to be in the area, because I will take some video of it. That's really what I want to see. I don't want to see pictures. I want to get some video. I want to see them bitches go completely across the sky, streak through, so I can call MUFON and let them know something's not right. It turns out that SpaceX is currently slating to begin 2020 as early as January 3rd for the third batch of the Starlink satellites. Now, I don't know if these were the ones that they promised would be painted in black or in a material that would not be so bright and shiny. So we have yet to find that out. But that's the deal right now. So right now they are going in furious. Again, psychosis. Fuck Elon. People have been telling you that you're fucking up the skyline. You're blocking the stars. Are you going to take the time to listen to this? Or you're just going to freaking go in all 300 on this bitch and just block out all the stars just because you fucking feel like it? You know, this is psychosis, man. This is psychosis at its worst. People are not dealing with reality at all. Not in one bit. So the fourth lunch. I'm sorry. Bugs is just being way too loud in the background. Next time I have to kick him out. But the fourth launch is actually set to happen sometime in mid-January. I'm telling you, he gives no fucks. Literally. I bet you these things are probably painted like a fluorescent color. He's like, fuck you. You're going to see this for the rest of your damn life, you fuckers. Let me see you complain now. Yeah, so the fourth launch is going to happen in the middle of January. So 2 more batches of Starlink satellites are going up. He is not playing around. And I don't know. There's going to be a problem here. There's going to be a problem. And I think that Elon is trying to beat some kind of a deadline. Now, it could be that because Congress has taken a break, so to speak, because of Trump, that Elon is taking advantage of this and making sure that he gets some shit up there in the sky and not have them have some kind of a hearing on the reports that he's basically fucking up astronomy and the ability of many scientists to research things in the sky. And on top of that, you get all the reports, right? From all the world, from all around the world, not just the U.S., everywhere. The Starlinks are being a nuisance. And again, why would you want to give broadband video to people that wear leaves? That just makes no fucking sense, Elon. God damn, we gotta take your money away. That's what we gotta do. But genius guy, yeah, he gives no fucks. He's gonna put that shit up there and then say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yet I am very sorry for you." Yeah, that's the way he's gonna sound when he's at the hearing in front of Congress. He'll just get all pissed off and shit. And then they'll just back off, right? They were like, "Oh, sorry, Elon. Great job, dude. Keep it going." The other thing is that no earlier than January 11th, we're going to see the launch of the Crew Dragon. It's going to be taking off out of Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And basically, this is supposed to be that one launch that's supposed to really put the Crew Dragon where it needs to be. Because right now it's not fucking anywhere. The other thing that you're going to see is that they've changed the nomenclature to the Starship. It's no longer called by the monikers of Mark 1 or Mark 2 or Mark 3. They've changed that as well. I mean, he's not playing around. Elon is running this shit, and he's running it his way. So you will no longer see that. You will see the starships being identified by Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, and so forth. So there you go. I don't know. I think maybe dropping the whole Mark 1, Mark 2 might be a way to escape the fact that, the Mark 2 blew up. Hey, that's a good way to do it. Just change the fucking name to the thing. No one will be, they need the wiser, Elon. It's your world. We're just squirrels trying to get a nut. And the other thing is here that we got to bring out of this particular article, by the way, if you want to check it out, go into the description, click on it so you can see how Elon Musk is running the Fast and the Furious of space. He sure is. But it turns out he's not alone. He's not alone. According to the article, there are several other companies who are looking to place similar satellites like the Starlinks into orbit, creating their own constellations of communication. OneWeb is one, Amazon, and Telesat. They're all trying to get these constellation type satellites up there in order to compete with Starlink. But, geez Louise, folks, can we just take a moment? Can you four fuckers just step back for just 1 second? Starlink, SpaceX, from the last number I saw, it's supposed to be like 4,200. We barely got over a little bit over 200, and it's causing a commotion. Could you imagine if each one of these fuckers put up 4,200 little shitty-ass satellites in order for broadband communication to be affordable and reach, places that no one really gives a fuck about the internet anyway? There is something wrong with this. Something is not right. I'm going to build a conspiracy here. I'm going to build my own little conspiracy. My conspiracy is that the Starlinks are not necessarily there just for mankind. I think the Starlinks really serve a purpose of turning the entire planet into a fucking gigantic antenna. That really is what it is. It's an antenna for Elon's SpaceX. In order to be able to receive mission data, communications from the Starship when it heads to Mars. Well, first the moon first and then Mars. That's what I see. I don't... This might be like one of those situations when you think about like some kind of an evil mastermind. This could be an evil mastermind moment right here. So it's not about the dudes who are chucking spears in the, in South America, in the jungle or the Serengeti or some shit like that. It's not people who are like living in huts and shit like that. No, it's not about them getting broadband. I think it really is to help support Starship in the future and to be able to enhance communication with all of the SpaceX future missions to Mars. That's the way I see it. I don't see it any other way. I just don't see him being so fucking benevolent. I just can't. I don't see it. It might just be me, but you guys write this down. Let's see what they say. Once we actually see at least one Starship make it to the moon. I don't know. It is just way too simple the way it's being shared with the people for it to be just that. I just don't think it is. Not by one single iota of a moment. And that was Bugs again. Yeah, the guys in the chat box are talking about Bugs. I don't know what's wrong with him. It's weird because right before I started the podcast, he was pretty quiet. Nothing was going on. And for the love of Pete, as soon as I hit broadcast, there goes his outboard motor just going to town. And it is the weirdest thing. And it seems like the more I speak, the louder he gets. I think he needs to go into retirement. I think he's reached that age where it's just not going to be thanks, Bugs. It's just not going to be conducive to our relationship anymore. Wow. You're so rude. Hey, listen, thanks for listening to UFO Buster Radio, the podcast that makes no sense whatsoever about ufology, but enjoys the fact that everyone else is crazy as fuck. That's what we do. I did spend some time doing some research today on the Dark Horror podcast. We have a site set up already on Spreaker.com. Eventually, it will get to iTunes, iHeart, and everybody else. But of course, there is a episode condition to that. There has to be at least 5 episodes in the can before that happens. But it is coming, and you know, there's a lot of podcasts out there regarding the paranormal and, you know, ghosts and demons and graveyards. Oh my. That are not fucking interesting at all. I'm gonna put that out there. I went through about 15 of them, and I almost cried every time because I spent so much time listening. But, you know, I'm bringing my own brand to this, and that's the way it's gonna go because Manny Moonraker said so. Manny Moonraker 316. And Bugs as well. A lot of crazy shit going on in ufology, thanks to Tyler Glockner, and I'm sure his buddy Pareidolia Pete was in there somewhere, and of course Elon Musk, you know, trailblazing, and I think he's gonna be out there rubber dicking everyone like really hard when these satellites finally go up. And I did see someone mention in a chat box that he is supposed to be painting them flat black. But according to the scientists, astronomers that were complaining and actually met with SpaceX, they said that apparently the simulations that SpaceX ran still really showed pretty bright Starlink satellites. They only dimmed them by a small amount, but not enough for them not to show up and telescopes and any kind of imaging software that's being used to track, you know, stars and movement and things like that. So they are still fucking that up every which way but loose. I thank you guys for listening. The chat box was pretty busy today. Quite a scene in here. We're still missing Dave G. I don't know where Dave G has been, but we need to get him in here with the rest of us because it's a family affair sometimes, and we all gotta just clown on some fuckers by the name of Lock Nerd. I'm gonna go out with this new song. I actually picked it up because it felt really, I don't know, kind of dramatic, kind of like a superhero, if you will. So check this one out. We'll be back tomorrow for sure, and then I'll give you my maybe a New Year's resolution for 2020. Yeah, let's do that for tomorrow. If you guys in the chat box, if you guys show up, bring a couple of resolutions in so that we can tell whoever gives two flying fucks about what we think. But there you go. Manny, checking out.